Hi. I know we don't really care for filming at this angle, and I apologize, kind of. If you see my hands, they are stained because I did my hair finally. I will show you maybe tomorrow. I'm discouraged. I am probably feeling lower than I felt this time last year when the issues first started to really be something with my ear. I saw the same PA today for my physical, and I'm going to tell you, it was pretty much the fastest physical that I've ever had in my life. I don't know why I have my glasses on. But yeah, you can see here's what happened. I was not going to do my hair because I got to not feeling so well. Then I decided, the dogs were outside. We were enjoying a little time, doing a little training. I decided, spur of the moment, they were calm. I was by myself. It's like, I've got enough energy in my body to do this. So I went upstairs and started the process. Well, in starting the process, after I had already removed everything that could get stained, I have a shawl that a barber's thing or beautician's thing that covers my body to keep me from getting it on my skin. But after I had done all of that, it occurred to me that, oh wait, Ella had Guardia, and the gloves that I normally use are downstairs. And I thought for a minute, and I thought, I could get up and I could go down there and get them. Then it would get them all, kind of hyped up and maybe wanting to go back out and all that good stuff, which would just cut out getting my hair done. So I decided to roll with it and just get my hair done. Most of it, I'll show you, most of it is fading and washing off. It will in a few days. It's not a big deal. Except I had a doctor's appointment. It is what it is. Anyway, I have to laugh at myself because it's just silly. We're on the floor on my bed, on my futon. I have been in vertigo literally all day. Bad vertigo. When we looked at my ear last night, it looked awful because whenever I was rinsing the coloring out of my hair, my ear started burning badly, and I felt like that there could possibly be a rupture or tear because I sneezed and I could hear whistling out of this ear like before when I had a rupture. So we checked and looked, and it looked like at the top of the ear, almost like boils or blood blisters or something along those lines. And at first I thought, well, maybe it's hair dye, but it's so far down in the canal that it was like, no, and it's not, I didn't use any red. I usually will mix red in with the color, but I just use the straight brown. Because I keep saying that each time that I color my hair, it's the last time, that I'm paying somebody to do it the next time. Yeah, so far that hasn't happened. Anyway, I feel very gaslit. I'm just going to tell you. I see ENT in a few days. And if what he tells me does not line up with what my primary care told me today, I think it's time for me to find a new doctor again. I'm irritated, and I'm just going to tell you, when I went in, the only thing that the lady sitting behind the counter did was take my new insurance card. And then she asked me, she said, "Did you get a link to check in?" And I said, "Yes, but I don't want to do that. I'm face to face with you. I want to talk to you. Check me in. There's nothing, I'm here to see the doctor. Why do I need to be checked in over the phone, over, text?" Well, she told me, she handed me an iPad, and she said, "This is the only way that you can get, that we can check you in, is either your phone or the iPad." So I went through the iPad. It was ridiculous. I'm just going to tell you, if you thought, like me, see, I think that there's a place in grocery shopping for self-checks. Not, I don't think that they should be the takeover. They should be for the excess. They should be for that person that's grabbing a gallon of milk in and out. You shouldn't have to scan every bit of your groceries yourself. You don't work there. You don't collect a paycheck. Well, this is what it felt like. It felt like that I'm doing their work. I'm checking myself in for a doctor's appointment, which is their job. And that irritated me. It's like, and I, tell me what you think in the comments, because, yeah, I could be wrong. I may need to rethink how I feel about this. And I am open to constructive criticism and open, a different opinion, a different perspective. But I felt like, I understand technology, but technology should not replace the person that I can talk to that can say, "Oh, okay, this is what we've got." Now, on the flip side, I did not have to pay a copay or anything like that. And I'm thankful for that, and I'm blessed with that. And I appreciate it. But at the same time, last year, there were concerns about prediabetes. There were concerns about, and I don't, here's the other thing that I don't get. When I went to see this doctor, I was wearing like 2XLs, and at that time, I was going into size larges comfortably, getting smaller on me. And I'm in larges and mediums now. But by their scale, I've not lost any weight. Math that for me, please. The only thing that I can figure, because you can physically see weight, changes in my body. There's less of me. I apologize. The computer is my lighting right now, so the fan is kicking on. Um, this is the fastest physical that I've ever had. Um, Basically consisted of a breast exam, a checking my skin for moles and checking my moles, and now I have to go and see the dermatologist. And whenever I make that face and stuff like that, if you've been around this channel any period of time, you know that moles and me just happen. My father's mother's family had a lot of moles. So, unless they get wonky looking or whatever, I don't stress them because I've educated myself on, but there's a couple that she doesn't like the looks of. So it's been probably 10, 15 years since I've seen the dermatologist, so it's not a bad plan. Having a mammogram is not a bad plan. There was no blood work. And that kind of threw me off because it was like, why are we not doing blood work? And it was like super fast. And it was like, we talked a little bit about the accident and stuff like that. And then it was, we circled back to what we needed to talk about, which is okay. It really is okay. But the normal things that I have concerns about, my ear, and we even went through, last year, I was here last July. You looked in my ear. You said it's okay. We could maybe do some drops, but I don't want to start you on drops right now because I want to see if your body can fight it. Okay. I ended up, month or so later, in the allergist's office. Within a few weeks, I was in the ENT office, circling around the 7 circles of hell, for lack of a better way of putting it, because I was in misery with vertigo and infection. And I specifically told her these things, and I told her, I said, today, the pain started last night really badly. It's been a couple of days coming on. The pain became really, really bad down through my jaw. I've never had that before. It's normally stayed in my ear. And because by my own mistake, I forgot to put a cotton ball in it and an ear shield before I did my hair. However, I washed my hair 2 days before. Prior to this, the doctor had given me, go ahead, swim, do what you want to do. I've just been extra cautious and not done those things. But here I am after my ear burnt so badly. When we looked with the lights, it looked like blood blisters and stuff. And it's like, you're going to look in my ear and tell me it's fine? How? You see the irritation, we see the redness, we see the same familiar things that we saw prior to, because this ear needs irrigated, and I'm scared to do it. Because I'm scared, that's what I did the last time, and it didn't help anything. And I'm just kind of feeling like, number one, I feel like I didn't get a physical. I mean, it was a basic doctor visit more than anything. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it is in my head. I don't believe it, because my eardrum ruptured last year and I was right. And with everything that I've had that's wrong with me, I've been right. And I know that my ear is not right. I know the pain in my ear is tremendous and immense. But it's fine. Literally was told to take antihistamines like Benadryl and Meclizine every day. Like, okay. And I just walked out to the car, and even, whenever I was telling my husband, even Ian got upset, because he's like, we know something's wrong with your ear. We know there's a problem. And I said, yes. And he said the sweetest thing. He said, if I could be a doctor, I would fix your ear. And he said, I may grow up and be a doctor just so I can take care of people right. And I thought that was very sweet. Whether he will or not remains to be seen. And I'm not pushing him. Now, I'm sure that you've noticed that I'm a little on the drowsy side. I took a Meclizine. I do not feel any difference in pressure, any difference in pain. I'm just kind of, I don't know what you call this frame of mind. But I know in dealing with the other issues, even migraine, medical gaslighting is real. And it shouldn't be. I now have 2 insurances that pay my medical bills. Medical gaslighting, it's not a matter of that they're not getting paid, which I always paid my bills beforehand, but it's a matter of, why are we not fixing me? Why I have seen, and this is what troubles me so much, I have seen doctors do so much and help so many people. And it's like, why can't you help me? Why can't you fix what's wrong with me? Because it's not all in my head. It's really not. The pain that I go through is real. It's all real. Why can't, there has to be some way. People have arms and fingers and legs and feet reattached, or prosthetic devices that make them mobile again, or plastic surgery to fix illnesses, and I'm thankful for all of that. Don't get me wrong. But what I just can't comprehend is, why can't they just fix me? It's, at least my ear. The vertigo, I understand the Meniere's disease. But the pressure and stuff that's in my ear is different. It exploded last year. I don't have another 6 to 8 months to get better. I've got life. And I'm tired. And I'm tired of being gaslit by the people that should be helping me. And I just don't know. And that kind of set me off with having to check myself in. They had sent me a link to my phone. With having to check in on this little tablet instead of the person behind the counter doing the job, I just couldn't, it just didn't, I don't know. Have y'all ever felt gaslighted by a doctor, by somebody in the medical field? This isn't the first time, by the way. And it shouldn't be this way. And it seems to happen more to women, from what I've read. And it sucks, and it's not fair. This too shall pass. We're going to collect ourselves and get on done with this evening. I just needed to come on and talk to y'all. Medical gaslighting is real. Medical gaslighting is real. Too many people like me just want to have a normal life. We want a different kind of normal. And instead, we're gaslit and told that it's not what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. According to the doctor's scales, I may have said this before, but according to their scales, I have not lost a pound. But even this weekend, I got rid of clothes, extra larges, because the last time I got rid of the 2X's and some of the extra larges that were cut bigger. And I'm like, I'm getting to where I can wear medium shirts. And I know there's been a change. People that see me can tell the difference. I have abs and a core. You can see definition, I guess, for lack of a better word. So the only thing that I can figure is that my fat went to muscle, which is a good thing. But at the same time, shouldn't it be coming off the scale? I don't know. I'm just discouraged, and I really want to eat bad food. And I'm really trying to keep myself from it. So thank you for listening to me. For the past 24 minutes, you've helped me to not eat bad food. We'll get through this, I promise. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I love you.